As you enjoy the series, get ready for a mix of emotions. You'll chuckle at the Swethug's funny antics, be surprised by unexpected turns, and perhaps even shed a tear or two. But most importantly, you'll be entertained throughout. Do you have a scene or moment from this series that remains vivid in your memory? Share your cherished memories and tales with us below. We're excited to hear from you. So grab your snacks and get comfortable, because this classic show is about to whisk you away on an unforgettable journey. Keep an eye out for amusing, surprising, and touching moments that will keep you engaged till the very end. A classic TV series from the 1970s captured the hearts of viewers with its humorous take on high school life. It introduced a group of students known as the Swethugs and their caring teacher. The show connected with audiences by addressing real teenage struggles such as peer pressure and belonging. Throughout the years, this show has left its mark on entertainment, inspiring future productions with its diverse cast and school settings. Its memorable moments and catchphrases are still cherished by fans today. It showcased the power of friendship and acceptance, resonating with viewers across generations. Beyond entertainment, the show challenged stereotypes and emphasized the importance of education. By tackling tough issues with humor, it made these topics easier to discuss. It promoted the idea that everyone deserves a fair chance at success, regardless of background. In summary, this TV series continues to hold significance in popular culture. Its relatable characters, humor, and messages of acceptance remain timeless, making it a beloved classic. Scott Brady was initially offered a role in the 1952 film, but had to decline due to prior commitments, leading Richard Yeakel to take the part. The American TV series, inspired by a successful British sitcom, revolved around a teacher facing a group of rebellious students. Plans for the series' continuation, such as having the students graduate and Kotter become a college professor, were considered but ultimately dismissed. The original British show aired from 1968 to 1972, with a subsequent spin-off focusing on the students' post-school experiences. During his time on the show, John Travolta managed an impressive feat by starring in 5 films, including Carrie, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble, Moment by Moment, Grease, and Saturday Night Fever. Among these, Grease stood out as the top-grossing film of 1978 and held the 3rd position for highest-grossing film of all time that year. Ron Palillo, who was part of the same cast, coincidentally shared a birthday with Deborah Scott. Interestingly, Farrah Fawcett and Kate Jackson both tried out for the role of Julie Kotter. Ranked 15 in TV Guide's list of TV's 20 top catchphrases, the Swethug's signature line, "Up your nose with a rubber hose," became iconic. In the mid-1990s, interest in the series resurged when John Travolta's career soared after his Oscar-nominated role in Pulp Fiction. Nickelodeon also revived the show as part of its Nick at Night lineup. Towards the end of the series, creative differences arose between Gabe Kaplan and the producers. Kaplan envisioned the Swethugs graduating and attending a local junior college, with him still overseeing them. However, producers opted to maintain the high school setting, leading to Kaplan's departure. Deborah Lee Scott and Ron Palillo, both born on April 2nd, brought their talents to the show. Juan Epstein's full name, Juan Luis Pedro Filippo de Huevos Epstein, hinted at his colorful character. Huevos translates to eggs in Spanish, adding a playful layer to his name. Ron Palillo, who portrayed Epstein, publicly came out after the show's cancellation, marking a significant personal moment in his life. These behind-the-scenes details shed light on the individuals who contributed to the show's success. Based on Gabe Kaplan's own experiences in a similar class during the early 1960s, the show Welcome Back Kotter drew inspiration for its setting and characters. The main character, Kotter, was partially based on Kaplan's own high school remedial class teacher who believed in the potential of his students and offered encouragement. Despite the characters being high school students, the actors portraying the Swethugs were notably older. By the final season, Ron Palillo was 29, Robert Hegyes 27, Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs 25, and John Travolta 24. When Quentin Tarantino met John Travolta, he brought out the board game based on the series for them to play before Pulp Fiction production. Cast members Robert Hegyes and Ron Palillo passed away in 2012, followed by their co-star Marcia Strassman in 2014. Jonathan Frakes auditioned for a role in the show as well. These events reflect the lasting impact of the series and its connections to other notable figures in the industry. Following its initial success, several noteworthy developments occurred within the cast. During an episode of Saturday Night Live in 1994, John Travolta humorously revisited his role as Vinnie Barbarino, a character from the show. Both Gabe Kaplan and Travolta departed after the 3rd season. Kaplan left early in the final season due to creative differences with producer James Cormack, resulting in sporadic appearances despite continued crediting. Travolta's contract was modified following his rising film successes, leading to fewer appearances on the show and a special guest star billing for 8 episodes. Additionally, Susan Lanier, known for her portrayal of Bambi, eventually moved on from the show and landed a role on Three's Company. However, she was replaced after shooting the pilot episode. Coincidentally, Lanier also starred in Wes Craven's horror classic The Hills Have Eyes during the same period. Starring in Kotter during his appearance in the movie Carrie, he wasn't a main star but had risen to stardom, leading the Carrie producers to feature him prominently. An update of the Bowery Boys. The show faced challenges with the departure of key actors and behind-the-scenes drama. This resulted in a drop in ratings for its final season, impacting its syndication potential in the long run. During his time on the show, John Travolta used it as a springboard to film success, landing lead roles in blockbusters like Carrie, Saturday Night Fever, and Grease. Originally intending to stay for just a year, Travolta ended up staying 2 years longer due to career concerns. His decision was influenced by Farrah Fawcett's experience on Charlie's Angels, where leaving after a year led to industry backlash and legal issues. Similarly, Shelley Long on Cheers faced challenges after breaking the cardinal rule of Hollywood by quitting a hit show. In a 1978 People magazine article, Marcia Strassman expressed her dislike for working on the series and her strained relationship with Gabe Kaplan. However, Kaplan clarified that he desired more balance between Kotter's work and home environments which could benefit Strassman's role. The school building featured in the opening and closing credits is New Utrecht High School, located in the Bensonhurst section of Brooklyn, NY. In the TV show Welcome Back, Kotter, there are some cool facts that make it more interesting. For example, Arnold Horshack's last name means the cattle are dying, which adds humor. The actress who played Julie, Marcia Strassman, shares her character's first name with her real-life sister. This makes the character feel more personal. Even though the characters are high school students, the actors were actually in their 20s. This shows how good they were at playing younger roles. For example, Ron Palillo, who played Arnold Horshack, was 26 when the show started. John Travolta, who played Vinnie Barbarino, was 21 when the show began. These little details make Welcome Back, Kotter special and interesting to watch. In the realm of classic television, there are stories that transcend time, leaving a lasting impact on audiences. In one such tale, members of a beloved ensemble cast forged connections with viewers through their memorable portrayals. 2 actors, both known for their vibrant performances, bid farewell to this world in 2012 due to heart attacks. Their departure served as a poignant reminder of life's fleeting nature. Additionally, an esteemed actress, Gloria Swanson, added a touch of glamour to the show's history with her audition for a principal role, though the part eventually evolved into an iconic character. Amidst these changes, another actor, Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs, remained a steadfast presence, appearing in every episode of the series. His dedication ensured that his character would forever be intertwined with the fabric of the show. In memory of those who have left us, and in celebration of those who remain, this television gem stands as a timeless reminder of laughter, friendship, and camaraderie. In 2007, Gabe Kaplan, well known for his role in a popular TV show, wrote a book called Kotter's Back, sharing his experiences from the show. However, not everyone from the show had good memories. Marcia Strassman, who played Julie Kotter, didn't like how her character was written, feeling she lacked depth and control in the story. She also had difficulties working with Kaplan because of his unpredictable behavior and high demands. Interestingly, even though Strassman was unhappy, her portrayal of Julie Kotter is still remembered by fans. When Robert Hegyes passed away in 2012, it was the first loss among the main cast, followed by Ron Palillo, both from heart attacks. Their deaths reminded everyone how fragile life is, leaving a sad note in the history of the show. After the show ended, Ron Palillo publicly discussed his sexuality. In its final season, the writing team of the series was replaced by more experienced writers from other sitcoms. These new writers, accustomed to working with older actors, struggled to capture the youthful and trendy dialogue the show required, resulting in a decline in viewership. Andrea McArdle, known for her role as Broadway's original Annie, appeared in one episode as Horshack's younger sister before landing her iconic role. These behind-the-scenes changes and cast dynamics added layers to the show's legacy. The character Arnold Horshack in the series was inspired by Ron Palillo's blend of Dustin Hoffman's Ratso Rizzo and A Favorite Aunt. His famous line, "Hello, my name is Arnold Horshack," instantly landed him the role. The show itself drew from Gabe Kaplan's stand-up routine and comedy album holes and mellow roles, which recounted his time as a remedial high school student. Characters like Vinnie Barbarino, Freddie Boom Boom Washington, Juan Epstein, and Arnold Horshack were based on real classmates mentioned in Kaplan's routine. Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs, known for his role as Freddie Boom Boom Washington, starred in the 1975 blaxploitation movie Cooley High prior to joining the Sweathogs. Before the show officially started, Gabe Kaplan and Marcia Strassman would often exchange playful jokes, setting the mood for what was to follow. Their good chemistry off camera was just like what viewers saw on screen. Later, Gabe Kaplan teamed up with the original creator of the series for a new movie musical inspired by the show's spirit. Fans were excited to see their favorite characters in a fresh way. Throughout the series, Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs was always there, bringing a special energy to all 95 episodes. His commitment to his role made his character really connect with viewers, making him a vital part of the group. With Kaplan, Strassman, Hilton-Jacobs, and the rest of the cast and crew, they made a TV show that people still love today. The show's ongoing popularity shows just how special it was. It goes to show the magic they brought to the screen. In an episode named Sadie Hawkins Day, an 86-year-old comedian Groucho Marx was scheduled for a cameo appearance. The scene planned was Kotter doing his frequent impression of Marx, followed by Marx reacting to it. Unfortunately, Marx was too weak to perform upon arrival, leading to the scene's cancellation. Despite posing for publicity photos with the cast, these images were never released due to his frail appearance. Initially, the show faced a ban in Boston due to its perceived connection with the controversial topic of busing. A local ABC affiliate hesitated to air the series, fearing backlash. However, after successful test airings in pre-prime time slots, the ban was lifted, and the show ran without issues. In a 1975 episode titled The Great Debate, James Woods played the role of a rival teacher named Mr. Wells against Kotter. Interestingly, over 20 years later, Woods and John Travolta, who played Kotter, starred together in the 1999 thriller The General's Daughter. One actor, often called Freddie, made a big impact on TV history with his memorable roles. He was part of a famous series called Roots and also starred in another beloved show. Interestingly, a character named Vinnie Barbarino was almost named Eddie Barbarini, which could have changed the show quite a bit. The group of students in the show, known as the Sweathogs, had a special role as students who needed extra help. They made people laugh and also touched hearts with their friendships. Even though time has passed, people still remember and love this classic show and the actors who made it special. It's amazing how a TV series from the past can still bring joy and lessons to people today. Before the TV series took off, it was titled Kotter. However, the theme song's lyrics proved challenging for composer John Sebastian. Unable to find rhymes for the title, he shifted focus, crafting Welcome Back instead. The producers loved it, prompting a title change to Welcome Back Kotter. The song soared to 1 on the charts, marking a remarkable start. As the show progressed, characters evolved in response to fan reactions. John Travolta and the Sweathogs gained more prominence, overshadowing Kaplan. This shift mirrored later occurrences like on Family Ties when Michael J. Fox stole the spotlight. Such dynamics may have contributed to Kaplan's departure. Initially, Farrah Fawcett was eyed for the role of Julie Kotter. However, doubts arose about audience believability. When Marcia Strassman caught wind of this, she felt slighted, questioning if she resembled Gabe Kaplan's wife. This sitcom gained popularity after John Travolta's success in Saturday Night Fever. In Italy, the show was renamed I ragazzi del sabato sera. Travolta, who starred in the series, was also nominated for an Oscar for his role in Saturday Night Fever. Additionally, he achieved immense success with the top box office hit Grease. When Gabe Kaplan left the show, Marcia Strassman took over, and her character, along with Mr. Woodman, underwent changes to appeal to a broader audience. Strassman's character filled the gap left by Kaplan's departure. In replacing John Travolta for the 4th season, producers wanted to avoid creating a character too similar to Vinnie Barbarino. They developed Beau as a complete contrast to Barbarino, and the other Sweathogs, giving him a down-home southern background to appeal to non-urban markets where the show struggled in ratings. During the opening and closing themes, viewers could see a sign that said, "Welcome to Brooklyn, the 4th largest city in America." The sign was originally on the right shoulder of the eastbound Belt Parkway near the Verrazano Narrows Bridge connecting Staten Island and Brooklyn. It was later changed to an overhead sign in the same direction. Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs, who played a high school student on the show, later portrayed a high school principal on Gilmore Girls.